Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods, episode 700. I think I started this Let's Play pretty much yesterday. I don't know how it's been 700 episodes now, but hello, here we are. Yeah, this is going to be our every 100 type of showcase episode. What the heck we're doing here, what are our projects, what have we been up to, what is going on. And yeah, on top of that, this is the regular reminder that this is the Life in the Woods Renaissance mod pack, link in the description. We added a couple extra mods, like DecoCraft. Links to all of those are in the description. I have 2 painting mods added as custom resource packs to use with BiblioCraft for custom paintings. Then I also have animal control because I hate the crickets, so I turned those off. And we also have another mod that I added recently, journey map, because we had some issues. The 600s were a little bit of a struggle. We actually dealt with corruption issues in a way, I think. And I believe the Antique Atlas mod was the cause of that. It's not saying it was. I'm just saying that is what I believe, because after deleting those files, everything worked again. We did revert to a backup, but then everything was broken again, so I went back to before we loaded the backup, when everything was broken. So there's like 8 episodes or so that technically never happened, but that is the state of things. This is our house. I always say one day we're gonna make it look better, but at this point I believe this is just what we're living with. And honestly, it is okay. We have a little cake here to celebrate, so yeah, let's start eating that. We have our little tree farm here that I want to get rid of at some point and build a cute little secret garden there. And very important, there is something I forgot to show in episode 600 and I feel bad about that to this day. This is the doggo fun cave. We had a bunch of dogs in our house and they were constantly barking and it was driving me insane. And we had this natural open cave here. So we built them a little home. And I think they're kind of happy in here. At least that's what I like to believe. So they have their little food supply here. I felt like we had carpenter's blocks in here and I was like, why didn't I fill those? Okay, interesting light choice I went with. They have a little bedroom with plushies or little bones to gnaw on if they need to. Also for smaller dogs. And this is the bed for the special dog. And yeah, that is the doggo fun cave. Very bad that I didn't show that before. You even have some fishies to watch. And yeah, I don't know. That's the doggo fun cave. But we're going to focus on our own house here for a little bit. This is your kitchen. I want to ideally have supplies to make the delighted meals pretty much constantly, because in my opinion they're the easiest food to make that keeps you very nicely saturated. This is our office with all our goods. Yeah, we have a wither skeleton skull. This is yeah, I think when the Atlas deleted itself, because that is what happened, the Atlas suddenly got wiped one day and everything was gone. Kenzel helped us get the files back, the progress of all the uncovering that we did, because I love traveling. Yeah, in the end, the Atlas, I should have maybe taken it out. We still have it. We still have all of this because I was really proud of having uncovered everything around our house. Like, this looks amazing. And we have done a lot of traveling, like really a lot of it. We have some interesting areas that we will get to later on. Various spots that are marked for building, cute structures that we found. I feel like I have a sneeze in my nose. Please don't. Yeah, lots of traveling. So I didn't want to lose that, which is why reloaded it back up instead of deleting the atlas files completely. And now we just use Journey Map for exploring. But I usually have it turned off since we're just at home anyway. We have our little little room here with seasonal decor. Also where the balloons are in. If we're not what's the right word? Celebrating a 100th episode. This is our storage. I absolutely love this. This is one of the best things I have ever created. We do need a lot more upgrades, but we are working on that. I want to do some grinding streams soon where we just gather a bunch of resources. It's just real life has been kind of busy and I haven't gotten around to that. So yeah, we have almost all the saplings. We don't have an origin sapling. We haven't found an origin island yet. That is kind of like my personal goal for this let's play. Like find an origin island, get those special things from there, and be happy. Here we have some mob drops. I want to also get more discs. I want all of them. In here we have like sort of redstone stuff and various building blocks and TNT that we never use. Some more random stuff. Here we go to the colored section. This was a little bit of a struggle, but also I'm very proud of it. I think it looks amazing. So this was very much worth the time that we spent on it. Personally. Personal opinion. Others may disagree. Also one of my favorite areas here in the storage are flowers. Yeah, we're kind of trying to collect everything. These dirt blocks are for lupines. I believe at this point these are a myth. We have several under 700 episodes and we have never found a single one of these. Make of that what you will. I'll keep the space for them just in case. And we have some planter pots. We need those. Some water crops that we're still missing a few of. We'll get there at some point. Here we have plants. Again, there's a couple that we're missing. Especially the beach plants. Again, 700 episodes, and we haven't found those. A little bit suspicious if you ask me, but we're keeping everything ready to put them away if we do end up finding them. And then back here we have a couple more bamboo things, and oh, I started doing that? When did I do that? That's what happens when you have 700 episodes of a Let's Play. And here we have some random stuff that has yet to find a place to be put away. Here we have various named things that we found as loot. Then we're gonna go to bed real quick. Real quick. This is a little bit too dark for comfort. I hate this. Okay, time to sit up. And yeah, one of the cute little paintings we have added. Then we have our little workspace back here. We have some armor sets around here. Yeah, we used this for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know. And we have a little bathroom in here too, with a little bit of a glitchy wall, but we even have a shower, so we're not stinky. Very nice in my opinion. I love this little corner. I think I slayed with this. This reading nook, one of my favorite things. Back downstairs we go. Here we have our furnaces or our painting press for bibliocraft paintings. This is where I meant to make a minecart connection over to the village nearby. Oh, one mod I forgot to mention. We also have the Waystones mod, but these days I just use this. And then they kind of rearrange themselves occasionally. We have village friends and then we teleport there. The thing is, all those villagers in the nearby village, they are in one house and we secured them in there. We didn't trap them, we secured them. In here we have our farm that has been ready for harvest for way too long. Enchanting area, including some tools that are always ready. Tools I want to have ready. Our presser. Do we show this already? Okay, yeah. Let's... Over here, we can go to the nether, where I've been finally motivated enough to start a little bit of a nether base. Very much a work in progress still. We are going to turn off the shaders here, because otherwise it looks like literal hell. But on the other hand, we can kind of leave it maybe. We have a cow here. That cow has been in here for like 500 episodes or so. I want to secure this a little bit more with carpenter's blocks, as you maybe... Yeah, we have carpenter's blocks here, and I just want to make sure everything is filled with slabs. Later on also on the roof, maybe even on here, so nothing spawns. It does look like hell with shaders on. Oh, but it also looks amazing. Yeah, we'll add torches too at some point. This is our nether base. Yeah, work in progress. Only recently started. We spent episode 666 in here, obviously. I mean, deep down I'm still an edgy teenager. What else do you expect me to do? Okay, back to the more comfortable area. And to show something that is truly amazing, because when we built this, there were some caves around the area. Like, we just selected this building place because, you know, it was a nice flower plains biome, and why not, you know? Turns out there was a skeleton spawner underneath our house. I was unaware of that. This is where we have a little crop storage, sapling storage that I still need to work on apparently, plant mega pack storage. Then in here we have an extra farm for crops that need longer to grow in this biome. Cooking supplies, and this is where we have the food storage. This is not completed yet, but I do want to work on this a lot more soon. I'm just trying to organize things a little bit by categories. Like here we have sweet stuff, here we have yogurts, sandwiches, there we have some plant mega pack stuff, more sandwiches, cooking things, ingredients, some seeds, anything, some more pastries, and then back here we have the little area of death. Yeah, that is our cooking storage so far. Then we go down, temporary cocoa farm that has been there for way too long. Later on down here I want to add a storage for the chisel mod, so all the variants you can get I just want in storage, because why not? Yes, I am insane. Welcome to my Minecraft world. In here we have our planned mega pack farm, and we keep going down, and this is where you notice this storage isn't that prepared anymore. Yeah, not storage, basement, sorry. It's very, very early. This is our little water crop farm that we recently made, because maybe the crops that we have planted outside will remove at some point. Here we have our skeleton farm, and then when they drop down, we do this. We grab one of the stone swords, and we follow them. We have to stay on that level so they, ouch, rude, don't despawn, or like spawn in the first place. I'm sorry, it is way early. I got 4 hours of sleep. And then we can go down here to pretty much the bottom level that has nothing on it, but the kind of other almost bottom levels have something on it. Over here we have our tree farm with every possible fruit and nut tree there is. And everything is still intact. Wow, one day the paper bark tree didn't cooperate anymore. There's also slime chunks in the area, and then it kind of took over to the almond tree. But everything is still the way it is. I mean, yes, this doesn't have leaves, but it's okay. That means we just get more paper. Yeah, not the most useful thing here to have for a little bit of paper, but it fits, and it's a sapling, so we have it. Anyway, moving over to this area, we have the green stuff. This is our bamboo farm to make compost, because I didn't think about the fact that we also have a skeleton farm and get bone meal. So we still have this. And over here we have a little cactus farm that isn't the most profitable, but since we're spending so much time at home, it pays out, because we don't really need that much, and we get a lot still. So by the time we'll need a lot, we'll have a lot because we've gotten little bits over long amounts of time. Okay. That was basically our house. That means we can move over to some fun stuff now. You can already see some stuff there. There's many areas that I want to work on later on. That is the struggle with long-term Let's Plays. It's just all these projects. We have a little lighthouse there. We're not gonna go up there, you can do that, but it has nothing really in it. It's just, I kind of wanted a lighthouse there, and for like the following 200, 300 episodes, every time we logged out, I was just like, oh my god, we have a lighthouse. There, we have a sacred oak tree that I soon will cut down. We planted it for episode 100. Little temporary tree farm, just to get some wood without constantly needing to bone meal everything. There we have some fruit trees from before we made the actual fruit tree farm. One day they will also go when we start the secret garden or current water crop farms. Yeah, at some point we'll remove them. And now we move over to one of our projects, the beach cabins. I love this. Most of these palm trees were hand built, by the way, so if they look kind of wonky, that's why. We're going to start with this cabin, and this cabin was a cabin of problems. I don't like that there's sharks in this area. For a while I considered to take out pretty much everything in that cabin and just say it's been abandoned. For good reasons, because when we started working on this cabin, we started having a lot of crashes with already tessellating as the message that we got. Which is why I don't like going in here. This brings back bad memories that later on continued happening even when we weren't in this cabin. But there's a cute little kitchen here, you know, I think this is pretty cute. Nice little upstairs area. We used to have bookshelves here, and when we tried putting books into the bookshelves, bibliocraft bookshelves, everything started crashing with already tessellating as our crash message, so I'm not particularly fond of trying that again in there. I just like avoiding that if possible. So yeah, that is that cabin. Here we have our little beach party area. I didn't mean to have this as the missing texture block, but this is now the dance floor. And you can go get some banana split and the various drinks. And this is a cabin that I really like. I think this turned out really cute. Maybe I should add some lanterns here actually. But so much land life outside, and then I think we had also some already tessellating messages in here. I think I meant to get a nightstand for here. I don't really remember what was going on here. Maybe it's better if I don't. Then, of course, there is little beach chairs all over the area to relax in. We added a lot of plants using carpenter's blocks. This is, I call this the cookie dough roof cabin. You may be able to tell why. Yeah, it's really useful to have these cabins all over the place because you just constantly have a place to sleep. This could use some books actually. And otherwise, cute little cabin. But then another cute little cabin. Didn't I want to add bookshelves here? Yeah, lots of things that aren't necessarily finished. Another cute little cabin with bookshelves. I think we also had some issues putting those books in there. I try not to think about that. And yeah, there we have some coconut trees. We also have some places to sit down, more plant life here in the back, various little shelves that I technically placed all over the place. Back here. Yeah, lots of cute stuff. And we go over to the boat rental place, or fishing place, whatever you want to call it, where you can get your boats and then you can go off an adventure. And there you see our newest little area. That is very much a work in progress, so it's not looking very good yet, but we're getting there, okay? And so far this doesn't really have a name. I've just been calling it the everyday life area. Because that is kind of what this is turning into. So we have a bakery, we have a flower shop, we have a cafe, we have a little market stand that we built last episode. And I want to add a couple more with fruits and stuff. But we didn't have time last episode. The flower shop is probably one of my favorite things we've built lately. And while building this, we discovered lots of things. So first of all, I love the way this looks. Lots of plants, and as you may be able to notice, some of these flower pots, they're very full. Because I learned that if you use the normal or like large ones instead of the medium ones, you can put up to 5 plants in there. I was unaware that's a thing. So yeah. And there's a little bathroom back here, of course, with more plants. And also a little staff room to, once again, prepare more plants. Little trapdoor that makes you crawl up the wall. Well, we'll leave the doors open. And over here we have their area where they grow the plants. And this is where I noticed. Heck yeah, you can place more plants in the pots. Maybe I went overboard, but I really like this area here. It looks super cute. Very happy with it. And yeah, the little market stand that we already showed. And this is the cafe. This is the first place that we built here. You also have a nice little outdoor area you can sit down. And it's kind of like secluded, so you have some privacy. I want to add... I want to make a custom resource pack at some point, because I have always wanted to get into pixel art. And I think one of the things that I really want to have is a little menu here. But I have to make that myself, obviously. So yeah, at some point I will make extra paintings for this. There we have like a little candy-like painting that also just fits the vibes here very well. The bakery looks a little bit depressing. I am fully aware of that and I want to change that. But again, I am super happy with this. This turned out really cute. We have a little working area here in the back. And yeah, I don't know. I really love this. Maybe we should close that door. Yeah, that's the everyday life area currently. We also did a lot of terraforming in this area. That all started because a creeper blew up on us. And then I was like, well, I've been meaning to terraform this mountain anyway. Might as well just terraform the whole area now. Because there was just lots of uneven terrain that I didn't really like that much. So we changed it. Oh, that's a natural structure that we found here. It's a little beekeeper dude that we secured. I really secured him. That, you know, can give you some various things. We've never traded with him. We took all his stuff. But we also did this because Plant Mega Pack plants can drop double. So instead of just constantly doing this when we try and get more plants, I just planted them here and then we quote unquote take cuttings. It's just we don't get a lot from all of this. We get like, I think around 10 extras most of the time, and not a big fan of that. Might have to, I don't know. I don't want to increase the area, so not sure. Maybe we'll just get it one or two more times after we harvest it. We currently have some oak trees here once again to get more wood because we always need more resources. And yeah, then we return to our home. Where, by the way, should we maybe take a fun little screenshot I feel like this is similar to the episode 600 thumbnail. And we have to find a place to maybe take a cute little thumbnail. Here we have a little beach that we've had for ages. Apparently some Endermen have had their fun in here too. I was unaware of that. God damn it. We have a cute little fireplace area. Don't do this in real life, there's way too much burnable stuff around here. And we move over to one of the projects that has taken my heart. That has taken a lot more time than I thought it would, but I really, really like it. These are the mountain cabins, or the cabin mountains, whatever order you want to say it in is fine. The first cabin that we're going to show isn't really a cabin. It is our snowball supply. He is here on his own free will. And we kind of turned this into a witchy cabin too. We just don't have potions really yet, so one day we'll get there. And we'll show what we get there in a second. We'll reach that area in many ways. This is the first cabin that we build, so this also holds a special place in my heart. I want to add various little lore items to every cabin, or most cabins, little backstory, things that fit them. And yeah, so basically, you see, you reach a little picnic table area. Once we get there, you know that is where we would have gotten that way. We have a cute little pond, and a lot of cabins that we'll speedrun through real quick. I like to think this is kind of like the mayor of the area. So that is where he lives. Then we have this cute little cabin. Cute little painting. Occasionally I worked with carpenter's blocks at first, which we later on kind of stopped. I was feeling very eccentric there. Another cute little cabin that still needs some love, like they have nothing in here. It's kind of sad. I love this cabin. This is the loft cabin. I absolutely adore this. This turned out so heckin' cute. Because the loft area has a little kids area, and I think that's one of the cutest things I've ever built. Also how you can see the little flower bed from the windows here. I love it. I slayed with this. Then we have the local baker. If we could eat a little bit faster. You can tell they even have their little stash hidden. Yeah, that is the bakery. I'm sorry that we have or needs to take care of. Here we have a little farm. And there you can really see where we terraformed. If there's flour missing, hi, that was me. And here lives the farmer. Yes. Oh, one of the farmers. Then down here. This, yeah, you can see a lot here. A lot of that mountain we terraformed by hand, by the way, because it kind of was cut off. Like you took a blade and just swiped most of the mountain away. Down here, we have a church. That doesn't look that good, but yeah. Then we have a sapling that doesn't want to grow. And we have the graveyard. Yeah, that is something that we did. We've had a few casualties throughout this project already. And then over here, I don't like that it's getting dark already. This is a work in progress. It's not done yet. It's gonna take quite some time until it's done. But we have this hollow mountain here that I'm trying to cover up from the inside, and then have a path over to this little beach area, later on to the fir woods, but we're gonna cut down all of those woods. There's mobs spawning, of course, because those biomes are kind of laggy, and I don't like that. So we're just gonna cut everything down, because why not? Okay, I'd like to get to a bed now. It is not very secure here, by the way, but if you fall down, you're in the right place already, so, you know, that's fine. And I really don't want more mobs in this area. Did the music stop? What's going on here? Hello. Enjoy the quiet. Yeah, so we did that. Then we have a little well here, which is super cute. I'm very proud of this. And then we have the tavern. Ah, we have music again. This is your local place to get drunk with friendly employees. This little guy got here on his own. I didn't make him stay here. That was his choice. And there's also a cute little bathroom in here. It doesn't even have a window. That is a construction error. And if you're too drunk to go home, there's a little place for you to stay. Or if you want to sneak out at night, you go into their storage room and continue getting drunk. So that is this place. And now we'll take a little off tour. Well, for one, we have this small little cabin that's a little bit secluded. It's very small. But we also have this cabin, living very off the grid, with lots of books. I love this cabin. Very happy with this. And then we could go down here, but there's multiple ways to reach that area, so we'll get there in a second. Talent. And then we have this cute little cabin with some kids. And maybe I'll add something here eventually, but right now we don't. A very small cabin, but it has cookies, so, you know. This cabin, I sometimes forget about. Very fancy. They have like actual space up here. Yeah, so that is that cabin. One of my favorite cabins. This one I'm very proud of. I say this to most cabins, I know, but you can see the sunset from here. It was prettier when we had nothing down there, but and that sometimes is you have your pretty property and then construction starts in the area and your pretty views, they're taken from you. I have a cute little bedroom in here, even like a multi-site shelf. Very big brain of me. My hard drive is making noises. And then we go down to this area. Very happy with this. So we have a cute little area you can sit in, relax a little bit. Possible thumbnail screenshot. And it is all secured. Unless you want to go on the swing, then good luck. You might land near the graveyard, so less area to cover to bring your body there. Another cute little cabin with a cute little dog. All the little lore things I still have to add. This is kind of a funky one, but you know, everyone has their own individual lives. What they do with their houses is none of our business. This one is kind of eccentric. I like it. I don't know, it's just, we really did something here with the half walls. I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah, that is everything down there. Then we have another small, did I ever consider the fact that we have a bookshelf there? Probably not. I don't even think I counted that one in when we did the math for how many books we need, because there's many books that we still need. Here we have a small little bedroom. I would have loved to add a painting there, but the DecoCraft beds are a little bit too tall, so we can't do that. And yeah, then we have another cute little bedroom back here. And we have stairs to take. This is our newest addition. We'll go there in a second. Let me grab a new burger already. What am I doing here today? I'm sorry, I'm tired. And this is where all the children need to go. Because over here we have the school. Because, you know, back in my day we had to walk up dozens of mountains to get to school. So you have no reason to complain about your way to school now. I'm sorry. Cute little cabin that actually has a little backyard. It constantly scares me. I keep thinking this is the face of a creeper. I keep thinking this is a creeper. I'm paranoid. Hello. This cabin, I'm never so sure about, but it's kind of here now, so I guess it gets to stay. Yeah, still needs some items. Then this one I'm also not so sure about, but I kind of like it. Did we work? Yeah, we worked with carpenter's blocks. Okay. Yeah, another little cabin. And then we move over to one of my favorite places here. The library. That's not finished yet. Like I said, we need a lot of books for this area, but with time we're making progress on it. We have some already. The fact that we had our first already tessellating crashes while putting books into a bookcase. Yeah, I've been very, very careful with this. But lately it's been fine, and now that I've said that, we're probably ruining it. This is the school. You have a cute little cafeteria place here. You know, have a little bathroom. A bunch of books. We'll go outside in a second. Then there's the classroom up here. And in here we have the little archive, again, with more books. But yeah, this is the school. And this is the school's playground. That is not entirely secured. Yeah, maybe one day we will work on that. But otherwise, just don't fall down, I guess. So yeah, that is the school. And now we get down get to go down the mountain again and go up the other mountain. But yeah, this area, in general, this project, it has taken up so much of my brain. I want to add flowers here, that's why they're stirred. But I really, really, really like this. And that staircase there, that was a little bit of a struggle because there was no actual way up this mountain. In general, this mountain, we did lots of terraforming on it, which may be obvious, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. That little flying blocks I might remove at some point. But up there, we go to the fancy people area. They don't want anything to do with those peasants down there. There's still a lot of little details that I need to add here, a lot more plans to the area and all that, but we managed to finish this on time, and that is kind of what mattered to me most. So this is the stone cabin. A cute little workspace back here. Super cute little bedroom that I really, really like. Cute little painting. Hiccups. Wow. The first cabin that we built here. That turned out really, really cute, I think. Because they have a little bookcase wall here. Like I said, we need books. Once we have enough burlap, this area is gonna look better. This cabin I also completely love. We have a cute little like working area here. Nice big kitchen. And you can sit out here, enjoy your banana split, enjoy the view. And upstairs, you have some pretty plants, another flower pot outside. We have a cute kid bedroom. I love this painting so much. This is so cute. And the parents' bedroom. And then this cabin. This one I also really love. So we have, you know, a nice little bedroom up here. We need more books. This painting, yeah, it's okay. But they have a cute little sunroom in here too. They just don't have the books yet. And sometimes I wonder if maybe where those pine trees are, maybe we'll add something to that area still. But otherwise, this project may be finished building-wise. But I'm not entirely sure on that one just yet. So maybe we'll add a little bit more, but maybe we'll only add plants, little items for the cabins to make them seem more realistic, give an idea of who lives there. I've never done that before. So yeah, this is the rich people area with a wonderful view. This is not going to be a thumbnail. Nah. Okay, let's go down. We still have a little bit of stuff to show. Yeah, this takes a little bit of time. Then you already saw this before, maybe. This was my inspiration for the little market stall in the everyday life area. Yeah, just a place to get some produce if you want to. This is a field that we rearranged a while ago, and now I'm pretty happy with it. So I really wanted the Plant Megapack corn in the background. And here we have some more cabins, and there we soon reach the little picnic tables. This is the farmhouse cabin. I'm really happy with this. They have a lot of books, and they don't have any proper lighting yet. Sorry about that. But this is the bedroom. Don't mind me getting stuck on that. But this cabin has a little secret. They have a basement that I once forgot to show. And yeah, this is where they store some more of their stuff. And they have a barn. We'll go back here in a second. This is, these are the animals that we rescued in this biome. Most of them, at least. This is the barn. Have some hay there. We'll go there in a second. We have a bit of other stuff to show first. With this cabin, I don't know about the little kitchen area. I really don't know. Maybe we'll change it at some point. This cabin I really like. We have a cute little fish there, small kitchen, cute little separated bedroom, and a nice little garden. Yeah. And that is this cabin. And here you can go up to the pond. And here you can go to the entrance of the biome. Here you have some picnic tables, cute little swing, random torch. And this is the communal dining hall. Because a lot of people don't have kitchens in their cabins because they're too small to have a kitchen in there. So we added this instead. You can grab some food to cook yourself maybe, or you can just come here to eat. You will be fed. And they also have a little storage down here of more stuff. Yeah, that is the communal dining hall. And now we'll go back to the barn area, because with that we covered everything in this biome. Or like area. I have a couple more fields around here with various little things. Even have a little mushroom patch there. And this is the orchard. Or orchard, I always forget. I think orchard. I always forget how it's pronounced. Finally got a plum sapling. And yeah, I really like this. I want to work on the swamp at some point, but so far this doesn't really have anything. But when we run over here, we first of all get back home. At some point I want to add a little side bridge here to the edge of this biome. But we also have this natural cave here, and since there was a pumpkin there, I was like, hey, let's make a small pumpkin and melon farm in here. Yeah, occasionally we get this. We don't really need pumpkins and melons, so I don't know if we should, you know, focus on maybe getting an automatic farm. Like, what would we really use that for? That's the thing. Like, I love hoarding my resources, but what are we gonna do? Make a bunch of melon juices? Pumpkin pies? I don't know. And with that, we return back here. I do want to connect this path to the everyday life area at some point, and also the beach cabins. But right now, that is still a work in progress. One thing that I also forgot to show before is our statistics. That usually doesn't show. This was always on 0. This is always on 0. When did this change? Maybe with the addition of Journey Map? But I feel like we've had more episodes since then. I'm confused. Either way, we have quite a lot of playtime. Yes, some of that was spent AFKing, but not all of it. Lots of jumps. We have 0 deaths. Another thing. 0 deaths. No, this is a little bit wonky since there's a lot of modded stuff in here, so it isn't as accurate. But we have used a lot of shears, we have crafted a lot of sticks, and we have definitely used our pickaxe a lot. Yeah, we have a skeleton farm. We needed backpacks at first. The chickens, I think we needed food when we first started this. I killed 1 penguin. Huh? When? I don't like thinking about that. Then these are our achievements. Yeah, we have never been to the end. We haven't even located a stronghold yet. We're gonna do that at episode 1000. Kinda started saying that as a joke, but at this point it's a little bit more realistic that that is indeed going to happen in episode 1000. It's not that far away, and gives me more time to prepare. We are going to go up to the lighthouse actually, maybe take a cute little screenshot there, and then we're gonna go to one more area. One area that made this world a very confusing one, and that I will make a separate video on at some point. Yeah, this is really just a staircase up there, and then at some point you reach the top. Ah, there we go. I was expecting that to happen. Don't know what happened to the tree there, but this is the area. I want to add a few more beach things around here, add a few more palm trees and all that. But yeah, this is our world. This is what we've done. Right now we're working on the everyday life area, and still kind of on the Cabin Mountains. Few more little details, and soon we'll start on the plant life. I made a little checklist on my phone. Let me see if I actually mentioned everything. I didn't want to forget anything. Yes, we showed that. We showed the dog with farm cave, beach cabins, everyday life area, mountain cabins, the atlas, statistics. Yeah, with that, we have one thing left. One of the biggest mysteries we have in this Let's Play. I meant to make a video on it shortly after we discovered it, but I was kind of busy with life, and I am going to make a video on it at some point, because we have a very, very cursed area. I have been not fully able to replicate this yet, but I have been able to replicate it on my boyfriend's Life in the Woods, but he only got his Life in the Woods working after I sent him my config files. And I'm just worried that I did something to my files that caused this. Yes, I have a mod called Animal Spawn Control, which is very suspicious in this case, but we've never really changed anything other than the crickets, and I don't think you can change that. Because we have, what was it, 21 naturally spawned pink sheep here in this biome. Every group of sheep in this biome had a pink sheep. And this is not only this biome, because we first, a little bit further away, we came across 2 pink sheep, which I found like super crazy, because I think those were our first pink sheep that we ever found. I later on realized the same thing is happening in this biome. Every group of sheep has a pink sheep in it. So this biome could also have like 15 pink sheep or so. I think in this we found a single pink sheep. That is the only one that isn't cursed, I believe. But yeah, this is something that we have. And I don't really know what caused it. I'm working on getting a clean copy of Life in the Woods working. That doesn't have any extra mods. That really just has the Life in the Woods mod pack. And then I'm gonna see if this is really still happening. So far it appears to be the case. And if that is really... if everyone can replicate this, as long as you get Life in the Woods running, then I will share the seed of this world. I noticed structures are not directly seed bound. Like this Heiko tree over there is technically a structure. The little bee guy in our flower biome where we live is a structure. Those don't spawn in copies of the world. Even when I make, take the seed of this world, enter it and make a new copy, I don't get these things again. So structures are safe, but there are things like the Origin Island, like I mentioned, that I want to find myself, and I don't want spoilers for, so if I do end up sharing the seed, I would really appreciate it if there won't be any spoilers to that or other funky things this world may have to offer. But yeah, those are our pink sheep. That was my world. 700 episodes. It's been a wild ride. Like, I started this Let's Play when I was 18. I'm 23 now. And I've been through a lot. And I feel like I've really grown as a person. I feel like my English has grown decently while we've been here. And I don't know. This Let's Play holds a very, very special place in my heart, which is why I was really trying to get all our issues that we've had with the Atlas and files deleting and the world not being able to load up properly. I was trying to fix all of that because I really care about my silly little block world. I have shed genuine tears when stuff was falling apart. I really care about this Let's Play and I wanted to keep it going for much longer. There are projects that are absolutely insane that I want to work on. Probably once we reach the thousands, because we need a lot of resources. I want to build a realistic city. With that I mean we're going to have hundreds of apartments, all individually furnished, dozens of hotels with hundreds of rooms, all furnished. I want to build a massive medieval city. Did I mention that other project? I don't know, so I'm not gonna mention the other one. But like, the city is going to be the most insane thing I will ever build. Maybe one of the most insane things anyone has ever built in survival Minecraft. I don't know. But like, the area will be thousands by thousands of blocks. It will take thousands of episodes to finish, which is why I was so sad that it seemed like we were corrupting everything just 600 episodes in. Like, we're still so far from everything I want to do. We haven't seen the Ender Dragon with our own eyes. We haven't spotted the Wither. We haven't found an Origin Island. We haven't found the cause of whatever you want to call that. So, yeah, that is my life in a woods world. I think I mentioned everything I want to mention, so thank you for watching if you really stuck around this long. And I guess this is your sign to make a forever world, as it's now called. Back in my day, we were just called nerds that don't have hobbies. Now you're a pro that has a forever world. Interesting change. No, for real. Thank you guys for being here. Stay hydrated, take your meds, take your vitamins. Go play some games that make you happy. No matter which games. And yeah, goodbye. Thank you for being here. And until another 700 or 7,000 episodes. Goodbye!